thrones and dominions, the foundation of every individual, every family. Project First Kings in 1, okay. Every family, every business, every institution, every society, every nation is built around a throne. Somebody say a throne. It's built around the throne. The prosperity, the stability, the security of every man. Acted, are you listening? Do I have your attention? Of every man, every family, every business, every organization, every institution, every society, every community, every nation on earth is built around the throne. The Bible says righteousness exalts a nation. So when a throne is founded upon righteousness, righteous values, it attracts the blessing of heaven and it spills upon those that the throne supervises their destinies. And that throne is a human throne, sat upon by men, supervised by men. But when that throne suddenly connects itself to an altar, it also wins supernatural influence. And that altar could be a demonic altar, or could be a positively spiritual altar, whichever one. Whether it's a demonic altar or an altar connected to God. The moment a throne subscribes to an altar, it also begins to win supernatural influence over the destinies it supervises. But we're not getting to altars yet. Now, the most powerful throne in the world today is the throne of the President of the United States of America. It's the most powerful throne in the world. Times Magazine, Forbes Magazine has, in the past 5-6 years, consistently nominated Barack Obama, except for the last 2 years. He came number 2. I was showing you last Sunday. But consistently he's been number 1, and the last 2 years he was number 2. He was nominated the most powerful man on earth. Do you think it's because of Barack? No. Who was he before he became president? What made him most powerful person on earth is because he sits upon the most powerful throne on earth. Now what makes that throne he sits upon very powerful? It is the collective allegiance of people to that throne. The respect and the regard they have for it. Verse 11 and 12. Lovely. Manasseh was 12 years old when he began to reign, and reigned 55 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Hephzibah. Now look at verse 11 and 12. Before Manasseh, because Manasseh, king of Judah, hath done these abominations, and hath done wickedly above all that the Amorites did, which were before him, and has made Judah also to sin with his idols. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, behold, I am bringing evil upon who? Manasseh. And who? For who? Is it because Judah sinned? No, because Manasseh, the king of Judah, had done these things. Behold, I'm bringing evil upon Jerusalem. So the one that sits upon the throne can be a negative and positive influence in your life. Now what do? Have you read this scripture, Psalm 11 verse 9? If the foundations be shaken, what can the righteous do? What he's saying is that the thrones that supervise your destiny, if they are in disarray, what can you do? Even as a righteous man. If Nigeria goes into war now, what can we do? All of us begin to hide. In the righteousness, we'll stop, all the churches will close, we'll start having meetings in our houses, so on and so forth. when the foundations are destroyed, even the righteous. So we must respect thrones and seek to build them, seek to honor them, and seek to protect them. Because the way they go determines the outcome of your life. A lot of people you see today who are billionaires and multi-billionaires are not working harder than you. Just have thrones that give them the knowledge. Give them the knowledge. And so what can the righteous do? I want to answer that question. What can the righteous do? The foundation question, what can the righteous do? Two things the righteous can do, and I want to end with that. First of all, we must pray daily for those in authority over us. The Bible says, first of all, prayers, supplications, intercessions should be made for all men, including those in authority. And he gave the reason why, so that we might live a godly and peaceable life on earth. So if you want to live a life, the life of God, and a life of peace, he said, pray for those in authority over you. Because no matter how righteous your life is, no matter how hard you work, those in authority can push you in any direction you want. I remember a brother, a Yoruba, who used to be in this city. He used to work for one of the banks here. And then he told me that God told him he will rise to the top of that bank. And that, so when some of us were moving banks and refused to change jobs, he said, I know what God has told me. I'm going to be a don in this bank. And truly, God spoke to him. But then the guys who were running the bank messed up, and the bank folded up. So we came to him and said, we want to give you that job. He said, I know what God told me about this bank. And we told him, but the bank has folded up. He said, I'm standing on God's word. He kept standing on God's word until they sent his children out of school. He kept standing on God's word. The landlord evicted him, 3 things out of the house. He kept standing on God's word until one day, even his wife told him, me, I don't go. That's when his eyes opened. When his wife told him, I mean, they suffered so much in this town. Was it that God did not speak to him? God did. But the guy supervising the throne of the establishment liquidated the place. So everything you've planned for, everything you're doing can come to nothing. You do that now. Things will go that way around. So the Bible says if you want to live a godly life, you want to live a life of peace, pray for those in authority over you. Don't join the, say I'm not a member of APC. No. Pray for those in authority. God knows how to take care of them. Pray for them. Pray that they will come to the knowledge of the truth. That's what the Bible says. Timothy. And they might come to know the truth. Which truth? The truth that there is one mediator between God and man, the man Jesus Christ. Pray for them. Pray for the chains of authority over your life. If you're a young woman, pray for your father daily and your mother. If you are in a school, pray for the vice chancellor. If the school goes on strike, or students vandalize the school, the school is finishing. You're going for a 4-year course, and do 8 years in that school, in the midst of all your righteousness. So you pray for the vice chancellor, pray for the rector daily. Find out the thrones that supervise your destiny, and pray for them daily. Pray for your pastor in church. If you subscribe to this throne, I should be in your prayer list daily. Because I can cause shifts in your life. Pray for the governor of the state where you reside. Pray for the governor of the state where you come from. Pray for the president. Find out your lines of authority and the thrones that influence over you. It should be in your prayer list. In fact, pray, you should pray for them more than you pray for yourself. Because all what you do will become significant because of them. The second thing to do, what can the righteous do? We shall foundations be shaken. The second thing to do, see, when God judged Egypt because of Pharaoh, the judgment did not hit the Hebrews because of the blood. So it's the provision we have in the blood of Jesus. If that provision was there, David would have taken it instead of giving over the grandchildren of Saul. So every day of your life, you must have a revelation of the blood as a child of God. Because it can immunize you from the negative impact of what those in authority over you do. So every day of your life, before you leave your house, apply the blood on your life. Apply the blood on your family. Apply the blood on everything you're about. Plead the blood. It gives you immunity. The Bible says once when the angel of death saw the blood, he passed over them. So what can the righteous do? Two things. Pray for those in authority and apply the blood daily. Somebody say the blood of Jesus.
The blood of Jesus.
It immunizes you. It gives you the kind of immunity the man on the throne has. It gives you that same immunity so that when you plead the blood, the judgment for the things on the throne don't affect you. Those are the two things the righteous can do. And then it will be well.